So LeetCode problem number 10, regular expression matching a hard LeetCode problem. I'm going to go over the top voted Python solution as well as my own. Let's jump over to VS Code. My problem is, my solution rather, is a bit of a cheat in that I'm just using the re module. So I imported the re module, which is built for this exact situation. Compiling my pattern, looking for matches. If there are matches, returning true, else false. Simple, straightforward, but this isn't the route they want you to take for a hard LeetCode problem. So we're going to go over the top voted solution here. And to go over it a bit here, you have a method. A core method is match, setting the I and j cursors, which are going to iterate through the input string and pattern respectively, starting at the end of both of those strings. And then it's going to call itself recursively, caching values in a dictionary, passing in the string, the pattern, and then your cursor variables. So going over backtrack itself, storing the key in the form of the cursor positions in the cache that is being passed in for each recursive call. And if there is a present key value, then it's going to return that to bubble up a true or false value and stop recursion. And then if it finds that both the string and the pattern cursors are at the -1 position, meaning it's reached the end of the line, then it's going to set that cache value to true and then return true as well. And then if it's finding that is not -1 on the string, but it traversed the entire pattern, then it's going to set that cache value to false and then return that cached value. Next, we have handling a asterisk present right at the front of the string. Then it's going to utilize the variable k so as not to overwrite the j value and then iterate through the string 2 spaces at a time until it either reaches the end of the string, and that means that you would have a valid string pair match, and so it will set the value to true and then return that. Otherwise it's false, and then it'll return that false value. And then you have the case where it's going to reach the end of the string, but there isn't an asterisk, and then that would be a false situation as well. And then you have the rest of these cases handling the asterisk alone when it is not at the beginning of the string. Then you have forward looking for both either a match in the characters or matching a period. And then lastly, you have the on cursor matching of a period or a matching of a string character itself. And then in each of these, it's doing another recursive call to continue the iteration, and it's making the step motion here with the cursor variables in the argument call. So this is Grover, Blue Collar Codes, going over LeetCode problem 10, a hard problem that was covering a few basic elements of the regular expression matching. Thanks for joining.